Hi, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. It's so wonderful to have you here. If you are new to my channel, click the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that we stay energetically connected. Today we are talking about love languages, okay? And it's really important that we understand and identify and understand one another's love language. When you are around somebody and you're spending time with someone, just understand that you can't change anyone, but you can express yourself, express your intent, and express yourself through your love languages. And now you can make that known. This video is for enlightening purposes, for things to become more peaceful, for you to open up a bit, for you to become knowledgeable about what it is that you require and what the other person or people that you're dealing with, what they require or how they express themselves, that you may not have paid attention before because you guys do not speak the same love language. But that is okay. Just because you don't speak the same love language does not mean that it is doomed, okay? It just means that you need to listen to this video so that you can understand when somebody is saying, I love you. Okay, so there's 5 types of love languages. So the first love language is words of affirmation. The second love language is physical touch. The third love language is receiving gifts. The fourth love language is quality time. The fifth love language is acts of service. So let's go back to words of affirmation. Words of affirmation, how would you communicate this with the other person? So words of affirmation as a love language looks like encouraging others, affirming, putting out positive words, positive intentions, and sharing that with that individual so that they are energetically boosted up. You communicate through appreciation and listening actively. Okay. So the actions to take for the words of affirmation love language is you will send a unexpected note, a text, or a card. You will send a compliment. Okay. And what to avoid is not recognizing or appreciating the effort. So let's do an example of words of affirmation. For one, you can use my channel as a main example, because I love just everybody. I have a Jesus love for everybody, and I just want us to get on one accord and to be peaceful, and for us to heal and identify and to pay our karmic debt, so that way we won't keep repeating cycles over and over again. And I feel, in the way that I express my love language through words of affirmation, it's just being here as a person encouraging, sending encouraging words, sending notes, uploading videos, just things like that for my personal life. What I would do is like pack a lunch and I'll put notes in there, with like a lipstick kiss if it's for, if it's like romantic. If it's for my children, I'll pack favorite snacks and I'll put like I love notes. I love leaving notes in random spots. I like in a car, like like on a windshield. If you're going to work, just like for a romantic interest, you go outside and you headed to work or whatever, get your day started, and just to see a note on your windshield, like under the windshield wiper, to just say, I love you so much, you are the best. That makes all the difference in the world. Okay? It might be small. It might be a small gesture, but it is really a huge felt gesture. Like, that is a gesture that would carry somebody throughout the day, and that's something that they would never forget about. Okay? So just think about what your word of affirmation love language is, if this is your love language, and if it is not, then let's move on to the next one. The next one is physical touch. Okay, so how would a person with physical touch as a love language communicate? So it will be a nonverbal use of body language and touch to show love. So, like cuddling, okay, um, intimacy, just touching, holding hands, giving someone a massage, rubbing their feet, things like they know that you don't do something, so they'll do it. So, like, for example, if you get out the shower and they want to, moisturize your back, or if you're in the shower and they're like, hey, I'll wash your back, or just anything like that. Just anything that's like physical touch. Of course, that does mean sex. But we're not talking about sex, but we are talking about physical touch. So sex would be one of those. Um, just being in the presence of someone and just being connected to them in some type of way by touching them. Okay, so like, for example, like friendship, we'll just say friendship. Okay, so we made an example for romantic relationships. Now let's just go for like friendships, or like family members. Like, this is for like the emotionally mature people, you know. But like cuddling, like you can cuddle and it not be with a romantic interest. It's just strictly platonic, and it's just to like lean on each other, watch TV under a blanket, like chill, like lay on somebody's shoulder, lay on their arm, lay on their legs, like, like. And I know that one thing that I like is, if we're sitting, like, let's just say somebody we're sitting on a couch, I like to sit on the floor, like between, between legs, but not like facing them, but like, and to have my hair played with. I love my hair being played with. It's just, oh my God. So I love to play with people hair. I love to play with people ears. Just like lean in. It don't have to be for like a long time, but to just lean in, put my head on your shoulder for a second, just be like, I just love you. Like, things like that is physical touch. Okay, so actions that you will take by showing this love language is hugs, kisses, and cuddling. Okay, and it, like I said, it can be platonic. That's healthy. That's completely healthy. Um, okay, so things to avoid when someone is expressing their love language through physical touch is physical neglect or abuse. Okay, and even for the person that is, the love language is physical touch, like for both parties, just avoid physical neglect or abuse, and like just being able, like, just recognize. It's so important for us to recognize, because especially if we don't speak the same love language, that's just like we don't speak the same language of speaking, and there could be a communication barrier there. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is not how I communicate. Or what do you can be a little irritated or a little aggravated, but when you think about this individual, you think about their patterns, then it makes sense. Okay, so the next love language is giving and receiving gifts. Okay, and how does this person, this gift, this gift person that this how does this person who speak the love language of giving and receiving gifts, how do they communicate? It's thoughtfulness. Okay, thoughtfulness. Putting so much intention and thought into a gift is like the best thing you could ever do, regardless if it's a big gesture, a big gift, or a small gift. A gift is a gift, and it is to be appreciated, it is to be acknowledged, and it's so meaningful. Like for example, like my bestie, she loves horses and unicorns, and her family give her like the best gifts. Okay, because the horses and the gifts they give her are so well thought out, you know, it's just so beautiful. On holidays, you know, when someone makes it their priority to go out and to put so much thought into the things that they know that you like, and they surprise you with it, regardless if it is for a special occasion or if it's just for everyday occasion, which is a special occasion too. That's not a birthday or a holiday. Um, this is a really, really nice gesture. I love gifts and I love giving gifts. And it's not, and for me, it's not about the dollar amount or the dollar value on the gifts. I mean, don't get it twisted. You know, we all like nice, expensive gifts. But I like nice, expensive gifts, but I also like heartfelt gifts. Like one thing that I do is I give out to my clients or to people who, like, just random people, if I feel that you can need it. But I carry like feng shui coins on my everyday necklace, and I was doing this for myself at first. You know, I just had 3 of them on there, 2 of them, and then as I was like speaking to people and even like my clients, I was moved to like share these feng shui coins with them. Like, I know what the meaning of them are, and I'm like, this means so much to me, which is the reason why I carry it around my neck. So I went out and got a block of feng shui coins, and I cleaned them and I prayed over them with intentions. And it's just a beautiful thing. And so now that's one thing that I do. I give out feng shui coins, and they are received as if they are like, like you can spend it, but it's more so of the thoughtfulness and the intentions that's put into it. That's just so significant about it. And so actions that this person would take that gives gifts is, they would give a thoughtful gift or a gesture, express gratitude, and it's really, really important that the person receiving the gift express genuine gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know the amount of effort that this person had put into this gift. You don't know. Like, you don't know how many stores they went through. You don't know how, like, financially, you don't know what they're going through financially. You don't know like anything. How many stores they had to go to get this. They could have jumped through hoops just to make this special for you, just to make it to be deliverable on the day that they wanted it to get to you, and just things like that. So it's just so important for us not to be ungrateful when somebody is showing us an act of kindness through their love language of giving gifts. Okay, so things to avoid is being an enthusiastic gift receiver, and forgetting special occasions. And that's something that I have to like work on. Like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like, somebody that I hold very, very dear to me this is their love language, gifts. And but it's gifts on special occasions, special holidays, days that are marked on a calendar. And I'm not the holiday person. Okay, like, it's so much pressure to conform to what people. It's just a bit much for me. It put an unwanted pressure upon me to get ready for Christmas and to go out and do all this stuff. For Thanksgiving, it's just like, I'd rather just do this on a regular day. That way it's not conforming to any like rules, but it's just, this is what I want to do, and this is who I want to share this moment with. So that's how I am, but everybody is not like me. Okay, so one thing that I have to get better with, especially with communicating with this individual, is I cannot be forgetting special occasions. It doesn't matter if this special occasion is not special to me, it's special to this individual. And for me to be considerate, is very, very important. So that's just, we're not going to deep dive too further into that, but let's go to the next one. So the next love language is quality time spent. So time is everything Time is literally everything, okay? And our time is so precious. And so when we decide to give something our attention and our time, we'll never be able to get that time back. So that is precious, you know, and we have to look at it as so. Your time is precious, my time is precious, and that's just what that is. So when I say, or you say, hey, let's spend some time together, you have to understand that this person really like adores you in such a way that they will clear their schedule for you, or you know, they will put you in their schedule, you know, just to be like, okay, I acknowledge you, I care about you, and I want to spend time with you too. That is so sweet. So how would a person whose love language is quality time, how would they speak? And what they would do is have uninterrupted and focused conversations, okay? And one-on-one time is super important. So this is like a person that will not have their phone around when you guys are spending time together, okay? And this is a person who doesn't necessarily want to spend time in a crowd with you or share your attention with someone else while they're with you, but more so like one-on-one, so that it's like undivided attention. And okay, so next is the actions that this person would take, is create a special moment, you know, take walks and do small things with your partner. This does not have to mean a romantic partner. A partner is just saying the other person. And so create special moments like cook, you know, share a meal together, take the time out to cook a meal together, listen to music together, going dancing, taking a walk together, looking at the stars together, meditating together, you know, just doing things together where it's like healthy and it's felt and it's uninterrupted, okay? And where both people are giving and receiving during this quality time. And that'd be like the best, because time literally stops when you're around certain people and you be like, oh my God, this time spent is everything. Time flew by. Like, time flew by so fast. Okay. So, the actions that this person would take is they would create a special moment. Oh, I just said that, didn't I? All right, my bad. Let's keep going. All right, things to avoid is distractions when spending time together, and having and then like gaps between spending one-on-one time together, like gaps that are too far in between. Understand that you know, your schedule has its demands on it, but not taking out the time to spend time together, um, not necessarily make people drift, but it could, you know, just create some tension there, you know, or just some really intense feelings of missing an individual too, you know. So it's just really important to understand someone's love language and to be able to identify what your love language is, so that you can say that up front, like, hey, this is my love language. This is how I express myself. This is what makes me comfortable. And this is what I try to avoid. And this is what I don't want to feel like this. So I would like to keep communication open, because not spending time together make me feel like this, but not in a negative way or in a way that puts pressure on someone to make them just be like, you know what, never mind. So I'm not talking about that. Okay, now the last love language is acts of service. And so how this person will communicate is, um, let them know you are wanting to help and to lighten their load. So this is my love language too. My love language is acts of service. I'm the type of person, if you grab a broom, I'm grabbing a dustpan. Okay? Like, I got your back. And if you need something done, like, there's no judgment. If you need something done, if I come over there and you need the dishes washed, or if you cleaning up, like, say you cleaning up, you know, and you have a couple more areas to hit that you haven't gotten yet and time is running out or whatever, I'm not going to just sit there and be like, oh, okay. Like, I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, I got you. Like, you want me to take care of this task while you take care of that task? That way we can knock it out together and we can be on our way. Or just in general, just letting you know that I got your back, like, no matter what. Like, if you got a whole bunch of bags in your hand, like, you go grocery shopping, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, grab all the groceries. Like, I don't care, you know. I'm gonna help you. And if you are a male and you like, okay, no, that's just, I got the bags, I'm a man, I'm like, okay, well, I'll get the door. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just there. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? It's even like if it's cooking, and this is like romantic or platonic, but like if you cooking and you need the ingredients passed to you, I got you. Like, it's just acts of kindness where I just show that I'm really there for you, and I want you to know, and I want you to feel it, and I want it to be able to lighten your load, and that way you can check that off your list. So actions that this person would take is make them breakfast or go to dinner, go out of your way to help with chores, exactly like what I just said. Like, you know like, for example, like for my clients, I would well, okay, so once they hit a different module, it requires them to identify how they need to heal. And I will send my clients away on 3-day hotel stays so that they can unplug and get away from everybody, and then have them a little metaphysical kit together so they can make sure their energy clean. They can make sure that they meditating for the next 3 days, like literally just like unplugging from mass consciousness so that they feel so much better. Okay? And that's one way that I show that to my clients. And I bring my clients up a lot because I love my clients. And I also do it for family too. Like, I know that you are, you have a lot of pressure on you, and I love physical touch, so I love massages and stuff like that. So I would like send my family or my kids or my clients or whatever out, friends or whatever, and I'll send them out to go get a massage. I'll send them out and I'll pay for it. Even like to a nice restaurant, regardless if I'm there or not, I'll make sure the tab is covered, like the tab and the gratuity is covered or whatever. Just go out, just have a good time, just relaxed. And yeah, so that's just like a couple things about that. So things that needs to be avoided is lacking follow through on small and large tasks. So like, when you say you're going to do something, do it. When you say you're going to be somewhere, be it. When you say you're going to, you're going to help this person with that, then actually like do it. Like, don't say it just to say it, just to sound like you being nice. Like, oh, you can call me anytime. Like, I got you. And then when you call, there's nothing. Okay, like, understanding that people still have stuff going on in their lives. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, if this person is known to have your back, then that's just what that is. They know to have your back. Be understanding if things come up that's like unexpected and this person cannot show through. But I'm talking about people that just say it and they don't even plan to back that up at no point in time. So, love languages, let's go through it one more time. Words of affirmation, which is encouraging, okay? Appreciation, listening attentively, letting the person know how you feel, communicating effectively and healthy. Physical touch, just nonverbal use of body language to touch and show love, cuddling, hugs, kisses, holding hands, leaning on each other, sharing a blanket while watching a movie. It's like things like that. Receiving gifts is just putting so much thoughtfulness into gifts on special occasions, or just on an everyday where you want someone to know exactly how you feel. You would do it through gift giving. Quality time is uninterrupted and focused conversations. Like, one-on-one time is like super important. So like, if you are able to unplug during this time, you are spending time with someone who appreciates quality time, they will appreciate that whether they say it or not. But they looking, they can tell, they can see, they paying attention. you know. And that's mainly for the type of person that be like, why you always got to be on your phone? Like, that's for example, like, okay, so I'm gonna go through that too. I'm gonna tell you what this type of person would complain about if they not feeling like that, like you are receiving their type of love language. So the last one is acts of service, and that's just letting someone know that you're there, helping to lighten the load, just going out your way to help, making things easier for them. So let's go back real quick. Words of affirmation. A person that would feel like you don't acknowledge their love language as words of affirmations, like say someone send you, we'll just say like a text message, a long text message that's have like so much just so much sweet things in it, or not even as that, just like somebody that's communicating effectively and they have to like break down everything that they are feeling and saying, and they have to express it so that they get it all out, and they want you to understand like how they really feel about a situation, about you, about something, and for you to like leave this person on read, for example, or for you to only acknowledge one part of the text message and then you don't even say nothing else about the rest of the text message, that could, or a note or whatever, that could have that person like, you wasn't even listening to what I was saying. You don't even care. You ain't even acknowledge. You ain't even go down a list. And it may seem a bit much for somebody else to have a different love language, but hey, that's why you got to communicate. So for a person whose love language is words of affirmation, they will need some form of words of affirmation back to them to know that they are being received, okay? Or for you to simply be like, okay, your message has been received. Thank you for sharing that. Something to let them know, some type of positive feedback or feedback to be like, okay, all right, you got it. You understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking to myself here, okay? Physical touch. Someone whose love language is physical touch, if they are trying to touch you or be next to you or just be around you so much, and you just like, oh my god, I don't want to touch right now, like, or you like move away from them, or like rejecting them, or like backing up away from them, or just like not showing no physical affection at all. This person can take that as rejection, or that you are not into them, or that you are not interested in being around them. And this could create some feelings of doubt. It could create some feelings of like, if it's prolonged in like romantic relationships, it can have a hit on your self-esteem, okay? It could possibly push you in a direction of like, never mind, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't give me what I want anyway, like something like that. Okay, so next, receiving gifts. Okay, when someone who love language is gifts, giving and receiving, you never get this person a gift. Even if they don't say anything, they're gonna notice, like, I never get a gift. I'm always giving gifts and I never get one back in return. Okay, and then this could result in either they stop giving so many gifts to you, or just be mindful. Or and like being enthusiastic when somebody give you a gift, you like, I wanted this one, but I wanted it in red instead. Like, that's just like so ungrateful. Like, say somebody go out, and I saw this video on like YouTube where this boyfriend went out and got the girl like a G-Wagon truck, but he didn't get the color, and she was like, oh my god, babe, you so fucking stupid. Like, you didn't even get the right color. Like, what? Like, are you serious? Are you so fucking ungrateful? It don't even make no sense. Or like going out and get a pair of shoes, just like something like, it's just so important. Or if it like the gift is small and it's so thought out and it's not an expensive gift, it's just something that's just like small and it's meant to be as like a keepsake item or something like that, and then you like, oh, this it, like that type of shit right there, that ain't cool. It's not cool. Just be grateful that this person put this amount of time and effort in to show you how much they love you with their love language. Just be ready to receive it. Go down this whole list, play this over if you need to, as many times as you need to. Get the examples and understand, oh, okay, so that person like that person like that. Okay, I like this. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, now I know how to move forward. You just need enlightenment, okay? Because it have to be a give and take. And even if your love language is not the person love language that you're dealing with, at least you know how to give them feedback so they understand that they love language has been received. Their gesture has been received. Okay, so quality time spent. For a person that values quality time, distractions when spending time with someone. Okay, so it's like you get all these phone calls, or you on your phone the entire time you spending time with somebody. You taking calls, you ignoring them, you like doing everything but like spending time with them or whatever, or making them feel like that they took this time out of their day to share with you, and you're wasting it. Like, for example, like years ago, my feelings was hurt. And this is my first time actually saying this out loud. My feelings was hurt because like it was this guy that I was like really, really into or whatever. And I didn't have like a lot of money to get him a gift, because I know he got like sophisticated, expensive taste. So I'm like, okay, so I can't go out and go get that, but I know what I can do. And so I'm like, okay, he loved chocolate cake. So I took my time. I went and got all the best ingredients and took my time, and I made this 3-tier chocolate cake for his birthday. And he never picked the cake up, never acknowledged the cake or anything like that. And it has nothing to do with cooking. I can cook pretty good, but it has nothing to do with that. It was just, it wasn't important to him. He was like, oh, it's a cake, okay, whatever. Maybe they come a dime a dozen, maybe I already got a cake, I don't know. But we wasn't in a relationship or anything like that. It was just me. It was just a romantic interest. And that hurt my feelings for a long time. And I was like, it made me feel some type of way. I took one for the team, but it made me feel some type of way. And obviously I never forgot that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, so you never picked the cake up? I put so much time and energy into this. I let the cake sit on the counter for 2 days, and I threw it away. I threw the whole cake away. I didn't even eat it. I was like, no, I'm good. I was turned off. And so that's just like an example for that. Okay. So just make sure that when you're with somebody who love language is quality time, you're on time for your meeting with this person. And while you're there, you are being considerate that this person has spent their love language is quality time. And so they want a lot of one-on-one time with you, and they want you to be present just like they are. Okay, next, acts of service. Okay. For a person who love language is acts of service, acts of kindness, for you to be rude and disrespectful. Okay, like I know that I love people who have manners. Like I'm just like, oh my God, yes, who have kids who have home training, and people, adults and children who have like manners and are like super considerate of like other people, and who like empathize, and who are aware, intuitive, and like who can feel things, and like understand that it's not their presence that's there, and they can just like pick up on what somebody like need or like want. And this is what I do. So this is definitely one of my love languages. But like rudeness is horrible. Like rudeness is just super, super horrible. Lying and saying, oh, like I'll be there, or I got you. And not necessarily that I want that to be true, but I don't want you to lie about it either and just say that, like just letting it's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, you can call me anytime. Now people be like that fake, oh, call me anytime, I'll be there. Like literally I would do that. That's how I roll. But for people that say, oh yeah, I'll be there or whatever, and they don't follow through, like that's just very distasteful. Okay, so just be and then follow out like large tasks. Like if you say, oh, okay, do you need me to do this for you? Like, okay, I need you to do this, and then like you never do it, you know what I'm saying? Or you like half-ass do it. Like that will put a bad taste in somebody's mouth. And regardless if they express that or not, their love language is acts of kindness and acts of service. So there will be some type of, even if they don't say it, they're going to feel some type of way. Okay. So just think about like where you fall at in these categories. Okay. And what you can do better to let this person know, like, oh, okay, I identify your love language now. And this is what I would make a priority to do, in the future when I know that there's something coming up, for a person who loves gifts or just anything like that. Okay. And like physical touch, like it's so important that we understand what healthy relationships are, like seriously. And I love to cuddle regardless if it's romantic or platonic, like, but I've never really cuddled with nobody that was like a platonic relationship, although I think about it like in moments where I'm like mushy and I'm like, oh, I miss my cousin, or I miss my parents, or, I cuddle with my kids all the time. That's like a no-brainer. But like with people like outside of the home that you're not really like used to like touching, you give like a hug or something like that, but you're not used to like being all on this person, and y'all can like share words like, oh, I love you, this and this. But then like not actually touching. And so like yesterday, well, okay, so like 2 weeks ago, like my bestie, we spend a lot of time together. We try to, and we really have our acts of kindness. Our love language is very similar. It's different, but it's similar. But physical touch is one of them. So we love hugging each other for like a long time. And it was actually the first time I've ever cuddled with a bestie. Like I've ever cuddled with a bestie. It was uncomfortable at first, and I had to like voice it. I'm like, well, I want to cuddle, but I'm not sure how this works. I was like, oh, okay, come here. And so then it took some getting used to. It took some time to be like, okay, let me get comfortable with this. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh, let me get comfortable with this. This is different. I've never done this before. And then like after maybe like an hour and a half, I started to get more comfortable, and I'm like, okay, but I wasn't like completely comfortable, but I was like, oh my God. And I was like applauding myself in my mind, like, look at us with these healthy relationships, okay, for healthy friendships, like, look at this. And it just made me so happy. And so anyway, so now moving forward, because we got that uncomfortable part out the way, now we can cuddle all the time. Grab a blanket, watch a movie, have some snacks, whatever, whatever the situation consists of, and it's platonic. That means ain't no freakiness going on. It's just straight love and admiration, and we showing that to one another, and we spending time together. And I even said that to like my cousins yesterday. I'm like, I love y'all so much. Like we have so much love and admiration for one another. But then I also be wanting to like take that a step further and like just show like longer hugs. Like I said, like cuddling. I love to cuddle. I love to play in people's hair. I love for people to play on my hair. I love like my shoulder. Like I hold a lot of my tension in my shoulders and my back. So just like rubbing my back or shoulders or something, or for me to do that to somebody where I know like, you had a long day or whatever, and just to like rub your back and just let you know like I'm here, or play with your ears, or just anything, I love that. And so I told my cousins, I'm like, y'all, like, let me tell y'all, like, let me tell you about healthy relationships. And I just told them the same thing that I told you about like my best friend. And I was like, oh, like, and that's crazy, because until you say something, like people be thinking it might be like a little weird until somebody say something that somebody else don't want to say, and then it comes to the forefront, like, yes, this person feel like this too. And so my cousins was like, oh, that's so sweet, I want to cuddle. And I'm like, I know, right? Like, me too. So I'm like, so when we get together, we need to like get in that space of understanding how we gonna get comfortable, and we can cuddle with each other, like. And then that was a really good conversation. It was so healthy. It was like just so healthy and emotionally available. It's just like the best. So anyway, that is it. I'm done talking y'all head off. Identify the love languages, your love languages and somebody else's love languages, and then just be considerate of how this person expressed their love to you. I have made the error in so many different areas of this. Before my healing fully took place, I didn't even know what a healthy relationship was. Okay, let me just be completely honest. I have not been in any healthy relationships, like where I identify as healthy relationships, like completely until like 2020, 2019, 2020. I was like, oh, this has been healthy, this been unhealthy, this been toxic all along. I didn't even realize how toxic this was, but it was. And then now I'm moving to a place of healing, place of understanding, a place of enlightenment and awareness. And I'm like, okay. And then I had to do better. I know better. I had to follow that up with doing better. And I'm just grateful to be in this space. And I just want to help y'all to get in this space too, because it's so important that we just, we are all one. We different, but we the same. And love is love. Okay? And love make the world go round. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell. Okay, you can meet me on Patreon. The link is in the description box, and over there's extended videos. It's just like exclusivity between us, and that's where you can sign up for readings. You can give a donation if you want to. You can tip. Also, you will see the different packages that are available over there on Patreon. Like I said, the link is in the description box below. If you want to check out the reviews that my clients leave for me, that link is in the description box as well, to just get an idea about me, to follow up what I just talked about with the love language, and then actually like reading that from like my clients or whatever. I love y'all. Love y'all. And I'm going to continue to give y'all love my way through my love language, which is words of affirmation. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all my quality time and be an acts of service for you guys. Literally, like all of them. I do some of it, all of them. But for you guys especially, I do words of affirmation. That's my love language to y'all, because I just want y'all to just be enlightened. All right. See y'all.